Good morning. It is day 3 of working on the watermelon dress. Now, I'm sure that it doesn't take this long in a normal situation, but I'm a mom and I got other crap going on, y'all. So, yeah, so day 3. Where are we at? We have completed our bodice for the most part, except the zipper. Bodice. And we're now moving on to the sleeves. And here is one completed sleeve. Let's see. So it will go on the body like this. So a couple of key things that I think are helpful about this. When it comes to doing the gathers around the bottom, which is, if you lay it down here, this part is the bottom. Something that I find interesting, not interesting, but just helpful, is when you do your gathers, try to leave about, for me, it's about a fingertip. But if I'm doing it in measurements, let's call it, I don't know, what is it? Let's look on the trusty dusty, it's 5/8. It is 5/8 of an inch from the edge right here that I stop my actual gathers, because I don't want my tails of my 2 gathering strings to get caught inside the hemline right here, because I find that I can't really pull it very well. So I like to stop just before the given seam allowance. So then my edges are inside the sleeve and not tucked into the seam allowance, if that makes any sense. Also, another thing is I always use or pull the under stitch thread, and I tie off the other side. It just makes for a secure resistance. So then I can pull those longer tails from the other side and not worry about, oh, the other side is going to fall out. That's a neat trick I learned from a couturier, from when I was making a wedding dress for somebody, how to do gathers properly, and I just love that trick. So stop before your seam allowance to leave long enough tails so they don't get caught in the seam allowance, and then secure the side you're not pulling by tying it in 3 little knots, and you can remove those stitches later. That's that tip.